So we've all heard the saying or the phrase like, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And it makes sense, but even when you do what you love, there are days that it feels like work. Um, I feel like, I'm doing something with my life that I really enjoy, that I really love. And there are still days that you don't feel like doing. And it's the same, like if you love fitness and health, like you get enjoying and looking forward to your next gym session. But there are also days that it's not exciting. Like you're not super lean, or like you don't feel good. You don't have the energy you thought you would. You didn't sleep good. A million different things can happen. So while it's true, it will feel less like work. Uh, there will be days that feel like work. And I think a lot of times when we think, what do I want to do with my life? You think about, okay, what is it that I love? What could I do every day and not get tired of? I don't think there's anything you can do every single day and not get tired of. You can go ahead and try. For me, I love spike ball, and there have been times that I get tired of it. I played for 7 days straight, pretty much all I did on the beach before. But there's still times that it's like, all right, this isn't what I want to do anymore. I need something a little more stimulating, productive seeming, something to build. And I think moving into what do I want to do with my life, it's not a matter of like, what can I do for 12 hours straight every single day that I'm never going to get bored of? And not to think about it that way, but what's really important in finding and coming into contact with like your internal compass or your inner being and what you should be doing with your life is to ask more of a, what do I want to do now? Okay, because the compass is pointing a direction, and you can get really clear on like, that sounds amazing, that sounds really great right now. And that direction that it's pointing is not the only direction you're going to go for the rest of your life. You're going to pivot, even if it's one tick to the left, one tick to the right. You're going to make pivots. And I think it's a big thing that people are afraid of. We're told, we graduate high school and it's like, pick your life plan. You have no idea. No one does. And so to get through to where you really want to be, you have to accept that there's going to be changes. Okay, I really want to go to college. I go to college. I didn't like it. This isn't what I want for my life. I don't want this degree. I don't want this debt. Pivot. You go this direction. Okay, I'm going to work at a farm. I really enjoy this. This is really great. I don't like it anymore. It's not really what I want to do. I think I want to go into real estate. I'm going to go this way now. And you make the pivots. We have to be okay with making the pivots. Something that happened with, my 20s, I picked a path and I ran after this career, and then I ran after this career, and I left both. And both times I had a stack of cash that was like, all right, good, I'm comfortable for a while. And both times I spent it. I didn't invest it. I didn't, you know, plan great. One time I paid off all of my ex-wife's debt. The next time I spent it traveling and trying to invest into another business. And it felt like, what was the point? I didn't come out of this with anything. I'm back at zero or negative zero. And what it took me a long time to realize is that it's character development. That's all life really is. No one is looking at your bank balance saying, like, oh, you're successful or you're not. It's a matter of who you're becoming through it. And so, yes, I went into from real estate to my next job with very little money in the bank, but lots of experience in sales and dealing with people and understanding how a business works. And then my next one, I walked away from that business, spent all my money, but I had managed people, I had fired people, I had gone through all these different lessons that developed the character, gave you experience points, if you will. And that's really what you're looking for. That's more valuable than a couple extra $1,000 in the bank. So, all of this to say, you're going to have pivots, and it's going to feel like at times I'm back at zero. I'm back at zero. What was the point? This was all a waste. In reality, the character is still developing. And if you believe in God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, there is more coming. You are developing, whether it feels useless. You're developing that character to be able to have the capacity to do something greater and greater and greater as you continue to move forward. But we get lost in the day to day. A year ago, I was pumping toilets to make ends meet, porta potties. Before that, I was doing concrete before I could go full time on my business. And it felt like, why am I doing this? This is a huge step back. I used to manage millions of dollars in construction. I used to sell X amount of houses a month. It's character development. It's getting where you want to go. And so embrace where you are right now, and that's going to turn the compass. It's going to give you the direction you need to go next. Not judging, not staying in that, I don't like where I am. I want to be further along. Accept where you are, let the compass settle, and then take that next step.